Okay folks, welcome. We're here at the gallery in Stellenbosch on Andringa Street. Pull through, come have a look if you're around in Stellenbosch. If you live in Stellenbosch, even better. Don't just come have a look, come have a buy. Today we are Divan Fuller, Boys High old boy, junior Bok. Made his Currie Cup debut this year on the 27th of July. Promise I'm not like a stats nerd, I was just there, so I remember. It's going to be a cool chat. He's going to play a lot of rugby this year. He's probably going to play a little bit of URC, I think. And let's have a chat. Let me know what you guys think in the comments.
This is so cool, eh?
Hey, lekker to meet you, man. Thanks for doing it.
Yeah, anytime, man.
It's
I saw like all the when everyone raced and you look close to everyone, eh?
Yeah.
So yeah, I saw all that and that was very cool for me. Like I saw, listen, maybe one day.
One day, brother, here we are, eh?
No, I can't believe it, eh?
Talking about Divan, let's just get straight into it. I've already done an intro.
Hello.
Of course, Divan Fuller, as I said earlier. Talk about Divan. What's it with Boys High and producing flipping good Lucy's? Think about Frankie Horn, Divan, Cammy Honeycomb, Divan Fuller.
I don't think I'm one of them at first, but I feel like I don't think it's just loose forwards in overall. I feel like it's mostly like boys as a whole. Like I feel the coaching staff, working with Sean and working with everyone there, and the whole coaching staff is just great. So I feel not even loose forwards, but I feel like looking up to Cameron and Evan, it's been amazing. They're real good.
You've done well, and Cammy is on his way to get a Bok call up there.
Yeah, I think if his injury didn't go, I think he didn't get a Bok call up in my opinion.
Yes.
Yeah.
For that Portugal game, maybe.
Yeah, definitely.
So, Bru, you've got so I've obviously had to do a bit of research. And of course, I knew Divan Fuller was. Had to do a bit of research, and I came across a YouTube channel that nicknamed you the Hitman. Is that like just the YouTube channels, or is like the Oaks call you Hitman?
No, I think it's a bit cringe in my opinion, if you must say Hitman. But I feel like my mates joke around with it, with one or two Hitman jokes. But I think the nickname sticked a bit after the tackle and everything. But I think it's a bit cringe if everyone says Hitman. Yeah.
So let's have a look at that tackle. And that tackle, you guys will recognize this one. This is probably episode 2 of You'll Recognize This Man if you haven't seen him already. Bru, it was by far the biggest tackle I've ever seen in my life.
Thank you, Robbie. I appreciate it, man. Thank you.
How old were you? 14?
Yeah, 14. We're playing a under 14 tournament at Outeniqua, against Monument. Yeah.
Bru, I genuinely because as I said, when I was having a look through the stuff that I was doing, that tackle came up and I thought, my goodness, this is Divan, bro. Have a look at it and then chat us through it, okay?
Okay.
Let's have a look here. So it sounds off.
Okay.
But my goodness, we'll put it on there. Bro. That's insane.
Thanks, man. I feel I just went for it, and I really didn't think about it, but because it just happened, and all of a sudden, because it was actually the first one I chased from in the long time. I was walking the whole time, and then I felt like, let's just chase this one, and it actually worked out. I'm pretty sick about it,
And when you approaching the dude, and you just check, okay, I'm in the mixer. What are you thinking, like when you run into him?
I don't know, it depends, but on that, I just felt like, let's go.
Let's go. And he did, eh? And did you speak to the Oak afterwards?
People think he's dead, but he's not dead. I promise you, he's not dead. He stood up and then he played like 15 minutes, and then JC, one of my teammates, it was like also a bit of a hard tackle, and then he just went off. And then afterwards we chatted about it, and I actually saw him at the what's it called, the Clover tournament. I saw him.
So you still play?
Yeah, he still plays. He played grade 11. He played second team, and then his matric year he played first team for Monument. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I want to shout out to that guy as well, because that's insane to take that hit, bro.
Yeah, really, and stand up after it.
Yeah, and then still play a little bit extra. Fair play to the dude. So obviously at Boys High, and there's a massive tradition there of
of rugby and I suppose sport in general, academics, and what you guys are a rugby school that do academics or what?
Yeah, so there's this saying at Boys High, Boys High beat balance. Like you must play a winter sport and a summer sport. In overall, so I played water polo and I did a bit of athletics in the beginning of the year, and then afterwards it's actually just a rugby school. Eh?
Yeah, exactly. And then 2022, obviously the big derby, Boys High. I've got it in my notes that you guys narrowly lost that one.
No,
you won.
Yeah.
You won that one, and then 2023
we lost. Yeah.
So you played in both.
Yeah.
Scored in both.
No, just scored in matric year. Grade 11, I didn't score. No.
Do your research, Robbie. No, Brute, talk us through what it is to play in that derby. I suppose it is a little bit of a cliche question when you chat to someone who's from one of those two schools, but I suppose, Rondebosch boy, like myself, doesn't particularly have, like we have Bish Bosch, which is big, but to have 40,000 people at that age, can you maybe put it into words? Like the occasion, what it is to play, do you feel that pressure?
I feel like, yes, you feel the pressure definitely, but in the week, how the build-up going for the game and everything, it's a lot different than you would think. Like, yes, there's a lot of pressure, but I feel like how the coaching staff, now your mates, now you just get away from everything. So we have like a camp nowhere, then we go then you're like off the grid totally. You're on your phone and stuff, you see a bit of the inter-schools and stuff, but you like literally off the grid.
So Oaks aren't sending DMs, actually, I'm playing this weekend.
No. It's actually not that. Like, on the game, you enemies, and then I say like most of my friends are like from Gim, you know what I mean? So afterwards we mates and everything, but I feel like the pressure, it's a lot, but how the coaching staff now, your mates and everything deal with you, I think it's better. And I feel like even after the pressure from all the people, I think it only comes down to you playing for your school, in my opinion. You're playing for your brothers, and at the end of the day, win, lose, still in the greatest school in the world.
Well, in Paarl, yeah.
No, in the world. I'll say in the world.
On the watch, but no, bro, that's it makes sense. So that I didn't know about that camp where Oaks do their thing. And then on the day, bro, can you talk us through it? There's a lot of activations, like SA Rugby have now gotten good at activations, like pre-match stuff, and like the US sports do it really well, but in this game, on that day, there's a lot of activation before, a lot of pre-match stuff. Can you talk us through that? Like,
mostly the whole first team and second team, so we work as a whole group and a squad, would sleep in the hostel, and then afterwards, you'll wake up around 10, have breakfast, then there's a special jersey ceremony, so you get a special jersey for inter-schools. That's very cool, with your quote of the year. Every jersey is different. And afterwards, we'll just go to the gym. There's a big screen that they put up, so you watch, let's say, the under 15s, under 14s game, and under 16 games, and then afterwards you'll have a little bit of activation in the gym, pre-match meal, stuff like that, team talk, and then you would walk down to Forest Street, go in the cloakrooms, just chill there, and then then you start to feel the pressure and everything, but watch a bit of rugby, watch a bit of the seckies, go in the cloakroom, strap and everything, go out, game time. So
what's your favorite memory of inter-schools that you played, or not even played, I suppose, throughout?
My favorite memory of inter-schools in the whole, like playing it and watching it, was definitely, I think, Evan's try. Evan's 2018 try was definitely a moment for me, yes, I want to be like that guy.
Sure.
But I think just playing it and just like being with them and like winning one and losing one, it's all different experience. Like the winning one for inter-schools was mad. I don't know how to put it in words. Like that feeling afterwards is just amazing.
That's insane. Talk us through that Evan try. What grade were you in?
I was like grade 7, so I come from Northwest, so it was like they call it like a Johnny special, it's like the scout for Boys High, and then there's like a few boys, like 20-30 guys that he invites over to watch the game, and like
stand the hostel.
And then I just I don't know if from a loose forward to loose forward, like when I saw that, I was just like, I wish like I could be this guy and do the same thing when I'm there.
Yo,
So yeah,
that was a proper try. I remember
Yeah.
watching those.
it was just in the right time in the right place.
Bro, yeah, right time, right place, right physique. Also, one thing that I don't understand, bro, is how South Africa produces such giants.
Yeah.
Like the athletes we produce, not even just rugby anymore. Like cricket, we're struggling a little bit, but we're not gonna. I don't even want to know the outlet as a cricketer myself. But like the athletes we produce, bro, are insane. And like you say, you're from Northwest. I'm sure there's a couple of boys up there who probably didn't get a shot that are huge as well.
Yeah, I feel like you're speaking about that. Like, I feel there's a lot of big boys. I feel like in Northwest they're more like hard and like more like farm type of children. So
Yes,
there's
yeah.
hard.
Tough.
Yeah, it's very tough. And I feel like they are massive. Like in boys are after all. I feel like the conditioning coaches and everything just look after each other. You know what I mean? And I feel like it's in our genes. If you can see whether you from Kimberley to Western Cape, it's in our genes. Like they are big. You know what I mean? Yeah.
This is very random and left field, but what's your ideal meal on the braai?
Ooh.
So Northwest.
I'll say-
chop goat.
Yeah, I'll say a steak. I'll say
Steak?
like a sirloin.
Oh yeah.
Definitely, and with a knoffelbroodjie.
Okay.
Oh, definitely a knoffelbroodjie and a sousatiekie. I'm not really a wors guy, but yeah, sousatie I'll say.
I'm also not a Vos guy. And the sides? Potato salad, no.
Definitely
Yeah.
potato salad, but my mother's potato salad. Not anything else, but my mother's potato salad.
Don't mess
Yeah,
with it.
and like a slidey, we like yeah.
Just to sort of wash it down.
Yeah, just the icing on top.
Yeah, exactly. Just so there's a little bit of color on the plate.
Yeah.
Okay, but that was completely random. But Bruce, so obviously now 2024, you were at school last year. It's been 10 months of 2024. It's been fast start. You Currie Cup debut. I was there actually at
Really?
Loftus. 27th of July is my brother's birthday.
Oh, wow.
I decided to go up because the Lions were playing the Sharks that same day. So
Yeah.
we did a 2 days in two games in one. And I watched you guys start very well.
Thank you.
Yeah, so I was there. Not that matters, but yeah, Currie Cup debut. Obviously, played for Junior Boks. So lots happened. You've trained pre-season with the Stormers. Talk us through. Can you sum these last 10 months for us?
Yeah, it's very weird, Robbie. Like, if you'd have told me last year, listen, Divan, by next year, August, you're going to play Currie Cup, you're going to be in the Stormers setup, you're going to be in the squad, I would have laughed at you, you know what I mean? Like, I told you, no, bro, I'm only going to be 23 by then, in my planning. So, but yeah, just the backing of the coaches and like the environment and the growing environment of the Stormers was like very inviting, let me tell you that. And yeah, I'm just absolutely honored to be where I am today. And I'm not there yet. Literally, I'm not there. There's a lot I can do. But yeah, just being recognized by the coaches and making my Currie Cup debut and like being in the mix is all I ever wanted, you know what I mean? But yeah, a lot to learn, and I feel like there's a lot of stuff I can still work on. And yeah, just being in the mix with like Celtic or like Marcel Tennyson and like Dion and Keke and stuff, like learning me stuff, and yeah, just growing in overall. It's been really great, yeah.
Sure. Well, the prospect looks exciting for this URC season for you. From what I know, you don't want to get ahead of yourself, but from what I've seen and what I've heard, it's looking good, bro. And you talk about the guys that are helping you, sort of Keke, Marcel, Dion. Let's talk about Brannas. Like, has he had a little go to? What's his chat?
So he's been injured the whole time.
Yeah.
Now where I've been there, but very nice guy. Yeah, he doesn't talk much, but he shows with what he does. Like,
Crafts, eh?
Yeah, definitely. And like while he's been injured, he helps me with breakdown. Let's say we do like a normal king space drill, whatever. They'll say like, Divan, do this, and I'm like, sure. Dion Free is telling me to do something like this. Pretty cool, right? But yeah, very nice guy. It's just unlucky he's injured now, but yeah, I am learning a lot of him. Yeah.
Nice. I saw that he said that he hasn't had an injury longer than like a couple of months throughout his whole career, and now he had an ACL.
Yeah, it's actually bad.
It's insane.
Yeah, it's
bro.
very bad. Yeah.
But I hope he comes back. I mean, if anyone can come do it, it'll surely be Divan Currie.
Yeah, he's saying he's coming back now in November. And by the looks of it, he's doing great. Like, I see him every day in the gym, like lifting weights, moving the knee. When there's treatment or something, I'll see him there at Inga or whatever. So yeah, it's very cool. Yeah.
And what was the under 20 Boks setup like? What was that?
It was very long, Robbie. Like, we started, I think, last year August, with like a forwards camp, and then it was a squad over, I think, 200 players. So coming back like November, we had a November camp that was a month long. I think just before December, and then we started January again. So from January we were in the camp like 3 weeks or 2 months off, let's say a week off, and then 2 months again, and then was Australia and stuff. But yeah, very different experience for me as well. It was a lot different than school, like playing different positions as well.
Yeah.
And like learning how the box setup is, because they want to train just like the normal Springboks. So that was very cool. And like when Dwayne came in and taught us a bit more and stuff like that was very cool. Yeah.
And the travel?
The travel was hard.
Couple of good tourists around there, surely.
Yeah.
Having a little bit of fun.
Yeah, this is lekker. I feel like the plane to Australia was very long. We flew 13, so it's 2 hours to Johannesburg. Then from Johannesburg, you fly Sydney, 13 hours, and then you drive, I think, bus 2 hours to Brisbane, and then it was like half an hour to like the place we stayed, like a lodge.
Yes.
So yeah, but it was very nice. I feel like it's just expensive South Africa, and everything there wants to bite you. So yeah, check the bed bugs the whole time, mate.
Yes, bro. And a couple of guys have a little bit of fun that side after games. What was it like? Because obviously you want to be. I feel like under 20s is a little bit different to the Boks. Like Boks will probably have a little bit of fun after the game, but under 20s is a place where you sort of want to make your mark. You know, make your name a little bit.
Yeah, I feel like that didn't stop us afterwards having a bit of fun. But yeah, it's a new country, so you want to check everything. Like me and the boys went to a few clubs after like the whole thing. We didn't go. No, not me. Now I have the missus at home.
Good lad.
But yeah, it was nice. It's a whole different experience than you thought. Like very, I don't want to say modern, but it's very cool. Yeah, it was a whole different experience than I thought. Yeah.
No. I want to ask you, so if you can give me 5 guys to watch out for in that junior box, guys you've played with to watch out for, but then also 5 guys you've played against throughout your time playing for the junior Boks that Oaks must have a look out for.
Because I'm going to start with 5 guys in my team.
Yeah.
I'll say Ethan Bester. Basically,
yes. Yeah, he was good. He's playing quite a bit of Currie Cup now.
Yes. I think he's in the URC setup as well now.
Yes, he is.
Lily Bester.
Yeah.
Obviously, Jorenzo.
Jorenzo's good, bro.
I'll say Juan Small. It's a hooker from the Blue Bulls. He had a hard time in the junior Bok like camp and everything, but he's very good and like he works on his craft and everything. And sure, I'll say Tom Dyer. He got injured. He made actually his URC debut end of his, I don't know, I think it was before the World Cup. But he didn't play the World Cup or played at the end of the World Cup because he had an injury and everything. But he did make his URC debut. Also brilliant. Lock flank. Yeah, I think I really rate him a lot. And then I feel like guys I've played with, I don't know the names, but I can tell you like just positions. I feel like that hooker from New Zealand, very good, their captain.
Yes.
Great player. I say the lock from Argentina, very feisty, but a lacquer player.
They would be,
Yeah. I say the blindside flank from Australia was also very good for me, and the 8 from New Zealand was also very good for me. He didn't play the World Cup, but he played the
Rugby Championship.
And I say Henry Pollock, obviously, like. He's an open side and
English player.
Yeah, English player. I think he plays Northampton Saints now. Him as well. Yeah, I feel like those players. I think, in my opinion, if they work hard, they can have it. Everything they want. Yeah.
So, bro, every year it seems to like the level of under 20 rugby just seems to get better and better. Talk us through that Currie Cup debut. Tough one to go Loftus. Tough place to play.
Yeah, it's just Robbie. You know, so we came back, we played Wales the Friday. Now, and I thought, listen, lekker, I'm going to have off 2 weeks, break, get back, you know. Then, yeah, I saw my phone. I was actually standing in like a Pick and Pay, paying like bread or something, and then Dobbo phoned me and was like, yeah, listen, Divan, are you busy? I'm like, hello, this is Dobson. He's like, no, don't call me sir.
Yeah.
And yeah, it was actually so unbelievable how the whole experience happened in the first place. Like, I think for him, trusting me to go up to Loftus, play there against the Bulbul side, I feel like in that squad, of the team that played against us, was like, I think there was 6, 7 URC players in the team. Yeah, like Pilo Gomiro played, Kobus Visa played, Nizam Kar played, Jaif played. So yeah, it was an unreal experience. I'm just glad I could play my game and not fade away and stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, with like the help of the whole VIP team as well, it was very great. Yeah, I couldn't have asked for a better debut. Yeah.
Bro, I was there and I was watching, and that start was insane. Eh?
Yeah.
Like I thought, because Province went in underdogs, like heavy underdogs,
definitely, yeah.
And then that fast start, and then the Bulls, I think. Province had what, two the props came off.
Yeah, so Sargi went off in like the first 7 minutes. Javino bumped him and everything. That was hard. That was a hard collision. And then I think Lizo broke his ankle in like the first 4 minutes. So then it was like, everyone doesn't know where to go. Ali must play now 80 minutes. So what are we going to do now? So it was very, very fast start, and then going up 26-7, or I think it was something like that.
True. Fast, rapid. Like, and I'm watching, I'm going, okay, here we go.
Yeah, so unreal experience.
I was actually sitting with a couple of the Bulls boys in the stand, and they were like, and I was obviously giving the big one. So it was like Cornel Smith coming out of Corbs. So I'm like, like, tough out there, boys. Like 20. What was the score at halftime? Like up at 20 odd points.
Yeah.
So I'm like, cheers, chaps. This is easy to come to Loftus. So a bit more often. And they're like, just watch, bro. Both your props are off. I'm just giving the big one, bro.
Yeah.
The Bulls start scoring, and I'm like, start getting a little bit more like, oh gosh, sort of disappear up the stands. Want to hang around when they took the lead. Which was good fun. Talk about that collision of Sazi and
Stravino. Yes.
What's the biggest collision you've seen? Other than your one, actually. Other than against at Otanikwa.
That Stravino one was hard. Like, I stood on the other side of the field covering the gate, and then I just ran, I just went, bah! And I saw that, I was like, that was massive. Like, I feel that was very hard. And like, when his head touched the ground and everything, that was massive. But I didn't play in this one, but I feel like the other day, Ruan Venter's collision on Emil van Heerden, that was massive. Like,
that Currie Cup final.
Yeah, that was massive. Another Boys High guy.
Of course, I can't forget.
But I feel that was absolutely massive.
That was huge, but I remember watching that going, that's in both actually Boys High boy.
Emil as well, yes.
Yeah.
It's actually mad, eh? Yeah.
No, that was a proper collision, bro. And talk to me, like, what's your going forward in the next couple of years? Are you studying? What's your...
Yes, I'm studying BCom economics now through Stadio. Nice. It's a bit hard, like going between the stuff, like through rugby and studying and everything. But I think for a path forward, I think just focusing on my craft, honestly, and just being the best that I can be, and with being in the Stormer squad and the under-21s now, I feel like just keeping the standards there and like just keep pushing myself to become a better rugby player, honestly. What
do you think sets you apart from the rest, and something that's not physical? So you're obviously a big dude.
Oh, thanks, man.
What's it like, 100 kilos, 187?
My stuff. 105 now and 188.
So you obviously, sorry, I took a centimeter.
No, that's fine, man. That's fine. Yeah, it's actually massive, eh?
No, that centimeter it matters, eh? But what do you think sets you apart from anyone else? And I'm not talking necessarily just physically. You can say something physical, but it could be mentally or something that you
Robbie, Honestly, I wouldn't say anything like that. I feel like I was lucky. No, not lucky, but I was in the right place at the right time.
Sure.
And I feel with all the injuries happened, I got my chance. I feel like for a guy that's in other union, just in my place, the same. A lot of good rugby players as well, loose forwards. I think it's just about timing and if you're lucky enough to get the chance. And I feel like if you get the chance, make the most of it. You know what I mean? And like the Currie Cup debut, I told you, like if you would have told me last year, Divan, listen, you're going to make Currie Cup debut next year, I would have laughed at you. But yeah, I feel like just take your chances and just keep on training and working hard. I feel like that's all you can do, and everything else is out of your hands.
Do you know what I think? And this is literally just based off your answer. What I think is going to set you apart is you're going to EQ, because it's very, very important. Like you speak about the guy, like it's a lot of not luck. And when you say luck, it's not luck, but it's right place, right time. And what I say in sport, a lot of it's timing.
Yes.
You know, like we speak about a Cami Hanekom.
Oh wow.
Timing at the wrong, injured at the wrong time.
Yeah.
So that for me is something that I've picked
thanks,
up.
Man,
That set you apart. Bro.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it.
So keep that going.
Thanks.
Obvious leadership. Were you a captain at school?
Yeah, a bit in my early years, but not in matric. Yeah, I wasn't.
Who captain in matric?
Van Jarden. He's now at the Sharks.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Nice, bro.
Thanks, man.
And chat a little bit of like interest-wise. What's something that people won't know about you that you like?
I'm actually a big FIFA freak.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm like that guy that pre-orders it and like waits a month.
You gotta be that guy.
Yeah, I have to be that guy, you know. So yeah, like even after training, I'll grind FIFA and.
What are you grinding? What
Ultimate Team, definitely. Yeah, I'm not that guy that buys the coins, but I play it. You know what I mean? Like I get there.
I used to buy the coins. Bro.
Really?
Yeah, of course. You're gonna be rich, bro. Money talks, eh?
But yeah, I feel like FIFA is a big thing. Like I play it a lot, and like just being outside, going to the beach, like doing fun activities, just getting your mind off like the normal rugby stuff. You know what I mean? Because it's 24/7 rugby the whole time. So just getting away from it, spending time with the friends, yeah, playing a bit of FIFA lekker. Yeah.
Favorite holiday destination?
I'll say Stilbaai in South Africa. It's definitely Stilbaai. Yeah,
nice.
Lekker. And then
Struisbaai.
Struisbaai. Struisbaai is also like I wouldn't go 10. Lekker place, yeah.
Struisbaai has probably seen me at my worst.
Yeah, hey, yeah. So lekker plek that. And I feel like internationally, I'll say Mauritius.
Okay.
Very nice, yeah.
Mauritius.
Yeah.
Mauritius trip on the cards.
Yeah.
With the missus or with the family or the boys trip.
No, I'll say with the missus that one. I have to say the missus.
You have to, bro. Like, Divan, thanks so much, bro, for coming on. You're natural. I think obvious leadership here. To be very honest with you, there's some leadership qualities there that I like. And yeah, thanks so much for coming on, bro. Is there anything that you want to say?
No, first of all, Robbie, thank you for having me. Really, it's an honor. It's actually really an honor just being here, chatting with you.
I've paid him a lot to say that.
But yeah, just thank you and thank you for having me, and go watch Robbie Gillette, boys.
Jeez, that's nice, eh? Media train and leadership.
I got you, man. I got you.
Thank you, my brother.
Thanks, man.
Appreciate you.